Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hi, my name is Luna Rocks and you're watching Cheap Shot Entertainment.
This is awesome! This is awesome! Hello and welcome to Cheap Shot Entertainment. I am your host Luke and I'm here with my nephew Martin.
Hello.
And you'll be seeing Tammy Jane, also known as Cherry Bomb, later on in the show. She will be covering the ladies match that we have for you today. We are going through everything that happened at Aspire Wrestling Alliance on the 25th of May 2019. My birthday. Hooray. Celebrate the birth of me. And great show. Always good at Aspire. Really enjoyed this one. Smaller crowd, different venue. It was in Sinfin, in the community centre over there. Well, yeah, really good. We've got Rock, we've got Rothrock, we've got Malin, we've got Sweet Steve-O, and so we've got ladies wrestling as well, and of course the incomparable Jack Sparta with his beatboxing awesomeness. So, without further ado, let's take you through everything that happened at Aspire Wrestling Alliance on the 25th of May 2019, including me winning the raffle. Hey, for 4 free tickets. Just wanted to get that one in there because I know Lee watches this one. I won the raffle. Anyway, join us in the main part of the video and we'll take you through everything. We're going straight into the first match. It is Rourke versus Michael Rothrock, the real life policeman come wrestler at the weekends. Which is quite funny because he does play the sort of policeman sort of character. Comes out wearing the sunglasses and carrying a knife stick. So
yeah, both really good wrestlers in Aspire, and it was a very good match. Like Rourke occasionally getting the better of Michael Rothrock, then Michael Rothrock coming back. And
Michael Rothrock in scenes reminiscent of WrestleMania 3, Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant, tried to slam Rourke. Rourke is the much bigger guy in this match. Tried to slam Rourke, couldn't get Rourke up off the floor for the first time. Obviously that caused Rothrock to almost injuries back, and Rourke to take the advantage of that. He would try again, but Rourke would counter.
Yep.
And it would be the third attempt at the slam, which would cause seismic vibrations throughout the Sinfin Community Centre and throughout the Aspire Wrestling Alliance fan base as he hit the slam the third time. And this gave Rothrock a big opportunity, having hit that slam. Unfortunately, he did come up a little bit short.
Yes. So Rourke eventually did get the better of Michael Rothrock, and he did like this slam. I'm not sure what you call it, but he did like this slam, and he got a spinning forearm.
So he hits the big ending. I think Rothrock was trying to hit a big move off the top rope, but was caught, hits the big ending, and that was that. Spinning forearm, and Rourke is your winner. And he leaves, giving the Aspire Wrestling Alliance crowd some stick, saying this is how it's always going to end when Rourke is in the ring. Who is the next opponent for Rourke? We don't know, but it's going to take some kind of amazing feat to beat this guy. Really impressive is Rourke. So We get the Teenage Trailblazers next. My favourite tag team, friends of the show. It is Jamie Flash, I think that's what he's gone with now, and Xander Palmer, and they're going against a relatively new tag team. It's usually Azrael in the Fallen with Striker. But he's tagging with Anonymous in this one, so that's an interesting pairing there for this match. And of course, the Teenage Trailblazers are veteran tag team at this stage. So they've been together since they came to Aspire, since my first show. When I went to Aspire, they've been a tag team for at least a year. So interesting. But yeah, Palmer and Anonymous do, not Palmer, Azrael and Anonymous do work really well as a tag team. But it would be that tag team experience that would play into the hands of the Teenage Trailblazers in this one.
Yeah, I could have a future prediction of Anonymous teaming up with the Fallen because he was wearing matching gear to Azrael as well.
Yes, he was. And Azrael had his face painted like Anonymous.
Yeah, so maybe he could be the fourth member of the Fallen.
Could be. But yeah, weird finish in this one. Don't know what really happened there, because the referee, Jamie Flash, was getting beaten up by Azrael and Anonymous. Jamie got the tag, the referee didn't see the tag, pushed Xander Palmer back out of the ring. Xander Palmer was on the outside of the ring. Jamie Flash got hit with a double team from Azrael and Anonymous. Xander Palmer broke up the count, and then Xander Palmer rolled up Azrael for the win, and the referee counted. So I'm not quite sure what happened there, but officially your winners are
the Teenage Trailblazers.
And they walk away with the victory in this one. I can see this continuing, certainly with the Fallen and the Teenage Trailblazers. Maybe not with Anonymous being part of this, but who knows? Like you say, could be the fourth member of the Fallen. And again, really good match. TJ got to do a cool entrance. I thought they were going to choose me, seeing that was my birthday, but they didn't. So I'm quite glad they didn't, because my entrance would have been anything but cool. But I was going to do basically the Mustache Mountain roll into the ring entrance, which was a cool entrance, and still is a cool entrance. Anyway, your winners in this match are the Teenage Trailblazers, Jamie Flash and Xander Palmer.
Ooh, Lightning Louie.
Lightning Louie. Okay, do you want to lead this one in?
Okay. It's the third match.
Yes, third match.
So, the third match of the evening. It was a singles match, and it was scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
A pin or a submission. I forgot what Troy said at the future. Anyway. Now he was against. Lightning Lewis was the competitor in this match, and he was against the vicious one, Jordan Lee.
Yeah, quite a weird dynamic in this one. It's almost like Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior at WrestleMania 6, because both of these guys are fan favourites, and it was quite difficult to choose, and you could tell that the crowd had a difficulty in who they were cheering. Some didn't, and some did. Me personally, I did have difficulty knowing which one to cheer for, so I just cheered for both, which was the easy way out. But yeah, really evenly matched match up, really good match. Lots of stalemates, lots of lockups. The vicious one showing his vicious side and stomping Lewis in the corner at one point. I never thought we'd see that, but they are friends, and you can see the chemistry in the ring.
It was an amazing match in my opinion. Also, like, two very good, like, Lightning Lewis is like very new into a spot like wrestling, like he's not been wrestling for that long, so it is good that we're starting high up down the line, so he actually gets that experience of knowing what it's like to face all the big stars in Aspire.
Absolutely, and he has previously had an Aspire championship match, hasn't he?
Yeah.
If I remember rightly. So yeah, both these guys are on the up and up, young superstars that they are in Aspire Wrestling Alliance, and like I say, loved by the crowd. But the match finishes on a bit of a downer, as Jordan Lee throws Lewis out of the ring.
Now you're all wondering if it's going to be count out, but it's not. I think Lightning caught his ankle on the way out of the ring and injured himself, and the referee came out of the ring and asked if he wanted to continue, and he said no, so...
He called it off straight away. Lewis clearly in pain. We hope you get better soon,
Yeah.
Lewis, from Cheap Shot Entertainment. But the referee gave the win to Jordan Lee. Jordan Lee did not like that. He did not like winning in that way. Like I said, they are friends. So he declared the match a draw and asked the Aspire wrestling crowd in the Symphony Community Centre whether they would like match-up number 3, Jordan versus Lightning Lewis. Of course, the crowd responded positively to this, and we are going to get, in fact, Lee versus Lewis 3 at Aspire Wrestling Alliance in the near future. But this one is a draw, as the referee and Jordan Lee help Lightning Lewis to the back. Because of his injured ankle, obviously.
So Jordan Lee showing good sportsmanship there in his match, not wanting to take the win because of what happened, and wanting to be fair and have another go at it, basically.
Just having another go,
yeah.
just having another match. Can see this going best of 7. I was thinking that when Lewis fell out of the ring, actually. Can see this going a best of 7 series, I think, which would be pretty cool. We next get an interview from Classy Kyle Gibson, again a good friend of the show, and he is interviewing the newest Aspire Wrestling superstar.
And your newest Aspire superstar, I've lost the name, is Joseph Cardinal. And you will know who this person is, or the wrestler is, or the superstar, whatever you want to call him, is if you check out our 3rd anniversary video. Make sure you watch that, but watch this video first, or go back, or go to that one,
that
and then
video,
come back.
and then come back to this one.
Just watch both videos.
Yeah, watch all the videos. Yeah, so Classy Carl's first and only question in this interview, before they were rudely interrupted, was, what are you going to do about Stevie Walker? Well, Joseph Cardinal says in no uncertain terms, because Stevie did pretty much cost him the championship in that ladder match at the 3rd anniversary, says he's going to deal with him and get his championship rematch very soon. We are then interrupted by the champion himself, the Scourge Ronan, and Sweet Steve, as they come in laughing at Joseph Cardinal, saying there's no wonder he had the mask on in the first place, which is not very nice, Ronan. It's not very nice. Yeah, we get lots of chatting then. We're then introduced to Scarlett Page.
Yep.
As the general manager.
And she basically says that she's had enough of Joseph, Sweet Steve-O, and Ronan always having a fallout about all this. So she said Joseph Cardinal is going to be wrestling in his first match, or debuting if you want to call it, as Joseph Cardinal, against Sweet Steve.
Oh, made of these. So yes, we get the announcement of the main event match for this show. It is going to be Joseph Cardinal versus Sweet Steve, and of course Roland's probably not going to be far behind Sweet Steve in this one.
So stay tuned for that.
So we go on to the main event of the first half now, which is Bully Boy Carter versus Paul Malin. The head trainer, I suppose, of Aspire Wrestling Alliance, and known quite well from
House of Pain.
House of Pain Wrestling. I'm glad you joined in on that one. House of Pain Wrestling. He has been in Hope Wrestling before as well. We also saw him at Wrestling Resurgence, which was pretty cool. But this match was phenomenal. You know that Paul Malin's going to get a really good match out of anyone. Well, Bully Boy Carter is a good wrestler in his own right.
Yeah.
Bit of a whinger, bit of a whiner, but you know he is a Tottenham fan, so we can give him that. And Liverpool are going to win, by the way. Really excellent match. But there was fighting on the outside. It took Bully Boy Carter 5 minutes to get in the ring. 5 minutes. Didn't like being called chicken.
No. No.
And it took a lot of crowd interaction to get him into the ring. He does eventually get in the ring and gets his comeuppance when he first gets in the ring. Paul Malin takes control, but Bully Boy Carter, like I say, is a good wrestler in his own right, and he comes back. But the match really does turn when they're fighting on the outside. And Bully Boy Carter does a chop into the steel post.
Yeah. Also, yet again, an amazing match between obviously Bully Boy Carter and Paul Malin. And Paul Malin and Bully Boy Carter do always put up an excellent fight inside the ring. It was an amazing match. And obviously, Bully Boy had his belt and he decided to use that as a distraction point. So.
Yeah, he was going to nail Paul Malin with it. The referee saw him. Off the distraction, of course, as the referee is talking to Bully Boy Carter and taking the belt off him, and they're arguing. Paul Malin is getting ready to hit his finisher,
which is the Randy Orton's RKO.
RKO out of nowhere. Malin hits the RKO and the match is done. Malin is your winner in the first half main event, gaining more momentum against the, going into his eventual championship match. Of course, he won the Rumble at the third anniversary, so he's guaranteed a championship match. He's not going to cash it in just yet. I think they're going to wait for a big show, big show, to hit that match again.
So, I predict it is going to be another prediction. I think it's going to be the Team Warfare, Team Malin versus Team Ronan. To find out more details about that show, go to Aspire's Facebook page or Instagram page or Twitter page. I don't even know if I have Twitter.
I do have Twitter and Instagram.
And Facebook. So go check that out for more details about the Warfare thing. It's a bit like Survivor Series, but yeah, I only saw the poster this morning, so...
Right, well, you've heard it here first on Cheap Shot Entertainment. There's a show called Team Warfare for Aspire Wrestling Alliance. Details will become clear as you go and check out the social media pages of Aspire Wrestling Alliance, and of course Cheap Shot Entertainment will be sharing all of those details as well. So yeah, that takes us into the interval, and a lot of people heading outside for some fresh air at that point. So into the second half, we have a tag team match next. It is Jack Sparta well, I'm not as good as Jack Sparta. If you haven't seen Jack Sparta, please do go and check his page out. He is a fantastic beatboxer and a really good wrestler, actually.
Yeah.
He's found a new alliance with the Right Honourable Jacob Page, and they are going against martial law, which is Marcus Hood and Bam Bam Bar. And of course, Jacob Page comes out with his usual sign, which says this time, "Old people are a drain on society." No comment. And he goes around pointing at people, telling them that they're old, and shouting no, and everybody shouting yes, and everybody shouting no. I really like Jacob Page. If I was a wrestling manager, I'd get Jacob Page and Rourke together and hide behind them while they do all of the beating up of people. But that is really cool. Anyway, Bam Bam Barton and Marcus Hood retaliate with their own sign, which we have here exclusively
Can't race it because of the light.
on Cheap Shot Entertainment. It is Jacob Page
With
over
a bar
here.
on his head.
There is a bra on his head. I'm not sure what this is.
I think it's like a baby's bottle or something.
Is it a baby bottle? He's drawn as a baby, and there's Jack Sparta here. I love that picture of Jack Sparta, it's dead funny. And he's making noise. Or drinking a glass of wine. I'm not quite sure, actually. But it is really cool. Exclusive here on Cheap Shot Entertainment. If you want to win this, like and subscribe to the channel and follow us on social media. So yes, another great match in Aspire Wrestling. Love my tag team wrestling. Obviously, like I say, there's the dynamic between Marcus Hood, Bam Bam Barton, a well-established tag team, and we've got another sort of thrown together tag team in Jack Sparta and Jacob Page. But they have been a tag team for a couple of months now, and you know, it does seem to work. Jacob Page usually ends up squashing Jack Sparta at some point during the match, which is quite funny. After a lot of crowd interaction and obviously Jacob Page using his size and strength advantage, he does tag in Jack Sparta, who continues the assault on Bam Bam Bon, who gets beaten up quite a lot in this match.
It was like before the match started, it was like a brawl between all four of them. Then it split off into two. Wait, sorry, wrong match. Sorry, ignore me. I was thinking of the Xander match. No, that's when they came with the signs and stuff.
Signs.
Yeah, ignore me.
Right. Well,
Right.
yeah. So Jack Sparta and Jacob Page work over Bam Bam Barton. Bam Bam Barton does eventually get the tag to Marcus Hood, who comes in. The match finishes with Jacob Page on the outside of the ring, having been taken out by martial law, and they hit the
Judge Rinder finishing move,
which is absolutely brilliant. So it's a sidewalk slam and sort of like a neck breaker combination thing. They shout, "Judge Rinder!" in the middle of the ring, which is hilarious. What a name for a finishing move. And they obviously get the win from that pinning Jack Sparta. So yeah, that is your match on this one. Again, really, really good match. Great tag team match. And like I say, if you want to win this, hit the like button and ring that notification bell.
Ding ding ding.
And join us on social media, of course. So, I'm going to hand over now to the capable hands of Tammy Jane, or TJ, as you will know her from the channel, who is going to call the next match. Join us for that one.
So, your next match is a women's contest, and do you want to tell us who is in that match?
Cherry Sky versus Lena Rocks.
Cherry Sky, also new to the wrestling business, has been inspired just for a few months now. An excellent wrestler, isn't she?
Yeah.
So is Lena Rocks. She's been in the business a lot longer, and she's also a fabulous wrestler. So, did you enjoy the match?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your favourite part?
Where
Putting you on the spot here.
where Luna was winning every bit. How Luna was winning.
Okay, right. Didn't you get in? And you also got into an argument with a fan, did you, about who was the best wrestler?
Yeah.
Yes. No. Yes. No. An excellent match. Like, obviously, very technical match, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. And Luna Rocks hit a couple of her finishers, but still not enough to put Cherry away. So Cherry started to get on top, a bit of back and forth between them. Yep. And I heard someone chanting, "It's pink versus blue." A blueberry against a cherry or something.
Cherry Sky has a blue hair.
Blue hair.
And Lena Rocks has pink hair.
And also, Luna Rocks had pink gear and Cherry Sky had blue gear, so
it's red versus blue.
red versus blue.
Your winner for this match,
So yeah, your winner for the match is,
Lena Rocks.
and she won with a spinning net breaker, which is one of her signature moves or finisher. Yeah, it's just one of her signature moves. Your winner is,
I just said who the winner
yeah,
is.
and your winner is of the match.
Lena Rocks,
Yeah.
as I said. Anyhow, at the end of the match, Chase Guy went for a handshake and Luna Rocks accepted it.
Hashtag face turn. Main event time!
Yay! It is Sweet Steve-O, accompanied to the ring by the Scourge and the AWA champion Ronan. And he's going against Joseph Cardinal, formerly known as El Desvalido, who doesn't come to the ring alone. He is accompanied by
Paul Malin, hey!
who wrestled earlier in the show, but evening the odds there, and obviously with Ronan, with the way that Ronan has kept that title around his waist. So this is the first time we've seen El Desvalido as Joseph Cardinal, and it still has pretty much the same moveset, still has the same music. I'm guessing that's going to change. Very different ring gear, and he works the non-mask fly. He works the non-mask wrestler gimmick really, really well. And again, another really good match. I get the feeling that Steve-O is a ringer.
Yes. Now there was quite a big back and forth. While Steve-O was doing a choke in the corner, he got pulled away by the ref and got spoken to. Ronan got involved. So it was like very like behind the ref's back. Paul and Ronan was getting involved, and at one point during the match, Ronan rolled into the ring and rolled back out again, and Paul came chasing in, and the ref saw Paul in the ring and sent him back. So
first time offence referee, and you sent Paul Malin packing. You saw Ronan trip Joseph Cardinal, and you did absolutely nothing. I'm calling you out. And
there was another point where it was just Ronan left down at ringside. He stomped on Aldous Toledo, kept stomping on him and all that stuff. And Paul Malin came out and he had a bit of a brawl. And then they brawled backstage. Yeah.
So Ronan is gone, and so is Paul Malin. This leaves Joseph Cardinal and Sweet Steve-O in the ring. Tries a sleeper hold several times. Like I say, Steve-O is quite an accomplished wrestler by the looks of this. Bearing in mind he was a referee previously, he definitely held his own against Joseph Cardinal. It does take a lot from Joseph Cardinal to win this one. Actually, you think Steve-O would be a pushover, but he was not.
No. So it's obviously I'm about to say Das Toledo then. Cardinal has still got all his high flying moves, including the moonsault, springboard moonsault, which is I like the move of the moonsault. And I got
graceful.
Yeah. So I got no notes for this, so
because he was filming it, wasn't you? Probably to make notes later, but I've dropped this one on him, so let's record this one now. So the match finishes after all of those hijinks go off. Match finishes with Joseph Cardinal hitting a jumping float over sort of neck breaker thing on Sweet Steve-O, and he picks up the victory, the first victory in Aspire for Joseph Cardinal. So yeah, your winner is Joseph Cardinal. So that is everything that happened at Aspire Wrestling on the 25th of May 2019. It took place in the Sinfin Community Centre in Sinfin, Derby. Nice building actually, good venue. With the added thing of the wrestlers coming in from an outside door, which is interesting but necessary. But yeah, really good show. Great show from Aspire, as always. And of course, Zuzzy Z is now getting more involved in that. They are training TJ as well to be a wrestler, and I believe you do some bits and bobs there as well. You're selling raffle tickets today. A real family atmosphere. Of course, he sold me my winning raffle ticket.
It was fixed.
And yeah, I can believe that actually. Anyway, it wasn't fixed. It wasn't fixed. So yeah, again, like I say, really good show. Good mix of singles, tag team, and women's wrestling, which we don't get to see a lot in British independent wrestling, to be honest. Which is quite a shame, because there are lots of independent wrestlers. Female independent wrestlers on the circuit, but I think Aspire Wrestling try and get their own guys to do stuff, so hopefully we'll encourage more women to come and join Aspire Wrestling and learn the skill.
Yes, so be sure to like our Facebook pages, Twitter pages, I don't know why I'm saying pages because there's only one, and Instagram. I'm going to have to speed this up because the battery's low on the camera, so
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to know when we upload new content to the channel, and the subscribe button, of course. That always helps us out. We're 200 subscribers strong, and that is thanks to you, the Cheap Shot Nation. So keep that on going, and we will keep recording these reviews for you and going to shows and letting you know how great the independent scene is here in the UK. Join the revolution that we are trying to be part of, and I think we're actually doing a pretty good job of that. But yeah, leave us a comment, let us know if you like the videos, give us an idea of what you would like us to do, where would you like us to go, what would you like us to review, and we'll go with that. Okay. So I've been your host Luke, you have been the Cheap Shot Nation, you have seen Martin and TJ, wrestler in training, and this is Cheap Shot Entertainment, and that was your review of Aspire Wrestling Alliance on the 25th of May 2019. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.
Bye.